Good afternoon, I'm Sila Kekile and this is Byte News. Coming up, we have an update on the fatal stabbing involving two 12 to 13-year-olds. There has been a shooting in Western Canada involving secondary school students, and finally, the latest about the Winter Olympics. Ralph Green has an update on a recent stabbing involving two 12 to 13-year-olds.
The investigation continues on a 13-year-old boy as he attempted to stab two students yesterday at Kingsbury School in Brent, in what the police are investigating as an act of terrorism. The boy, who was not a student at Kingsbury School, entered the school through climbing over a wall, and another student alerted the school by pulling the fire alarm. I'm here with Denisa to discuss this incident. How do you feel about the situation?
Well, I feel very devastated about the situation because it's very local to me. I know this school very well because I have family members attending that school. And I think that the school should definitely review the safeguarding and the security systems.
Western Canada, a mass shooting took place in a secondary school. Let's hear more from our correspondent Pietro Bastanza.
9 people have been killed and at least 25 injured in shootings at a school and home in British Columbia in the community of Tumbler Ridge in Canada. 2 victims were airlifted to hospital with life-threatening injuries. The suspect's body was also found at the scene with self-inflicted injuries. The police received the first call at 1:20 p.m. local time reporting an active shooter at Tumbler Ridge Secondary School. Police have also identified a secondary location believed to be connected to the incident, where 2 additional victims were located deceased in a residence. This is all we know so far. Pietro Bastanza.
Now we have Alexandra Zarnoch with a story on the NHS being told to stop discouraging first cousin marriages.
The government-funded NHS Monitoring Board told healthcare staff that it is unacceptable to deter people from first cousin relationships.
Look how they chose to warn people about the dangers of having children with a relative. That's on your screens right now. So they tell us that Ruby and Adam are close relatives, and poor little Sarah has inherited all the bad genes.
Byte News is investigating West London history, people and places in the coming weeks. Here is Grayson Gilliam to tell us more about the Ealing's unsung hero.
This blue plaque is for Odette Sanson, a special operations executive agent who worked undercover in occupied France during the Second World War. She was one of the first women in a combat role. She survived capture and imprisonment. Having been sentenced to death as a British spy, Sanson was sent to the Ravensbrück concentration camp, but after it was liberated, she returned to London in 1945. She became the first woman awarded the George Cross for her courage, endurance, and self-sacrifice, and she later died in her home in 1995.
Earlier today, I visited a historic basement venue that helped shape British rhythm and blues in the 1960s, known as the Ealing Club. Today, it remains a key part on the West London's history. Just outside Ealing Station sits Britain's most iconic music venue, the Ealing Club. Opened in 1962, it quickly became the birthplace of British blues and rock, opened by Alexis Connor and Cyril Davis. The venue hosted early performances from bands that would later become global icons, including the Rolling Stones and The Who and Rod Stewart. In fact, on 17th October 1961, Mick Jagger and Keith Richards came together to bring the future of songwriting and become partners in search of better music. They were regulars before they were famous. I am Sila Kekili reporting for Byte News. London's galleries and rooftops are marking Valentine's weekend with a range of special events. At Tate Modern, they are hosting a 4-course dinner and an 80s Photographing Britain exhibition with DJ sets, live performances, and workshops. In Battersea, Joa Rooftop is offering a Valentine's set menu alongside a rooftop movie series featuring Bridget Jones' Diary, Dirty Dancing, and The Notebook. And for those planning their own romantic event, a Bridgerton-inspired string quartet is available, a Regency-style romance with a modern twist. Now for sports and weather, here's Joe Brooks with our latest updates on the Winter Olympics.
Thank you, Silla. The medal race is heating up in the Winter Olympics. Norway have stormed into the lead with 12 medals, most notably in cross-country skiing and the biathlon, followed closely by Germany and Sweden, both on 6 medals. Team GB are yet to land on the podium, but they have shown good promise in the skeleton. But the major story so far was Lindsey Vonn's horror crash in the women's downhill on Sunday. The 41-year-old American veteran had picked up an ACL injury in training, yet decided to push through and compete. She was being airlifted to hospital where she's being assessed. Now for the weather. Rain, rain, go away. Come again another day. Or not. The UK is enduring a record-breaking period of wet weather with 41 consecutive days of rain and more on the way. Hundreds of flood and yellow weather warnings have been issued across the country. The wet spell is due to a strong jet stream steering low pressure systems towards the UK. Basically, lots of rain. The sunny days are still out of sight for now, but come back next week for any updates. Back to you, Silla.
Thank you for watching Byte News. This is Silla Kikili.
And I've been Joe Brooks.
Thank you.
Well done, everyone.
We are done.